come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that the Cabbage Patch has done gotten to it with the Egyptians. Let me clarify. It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that IceSpice's former friend Cleotrapa claims the rapper is using Ozempic amid a heated new feud. Here to report the story live. Everybody favorite, Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from the Spirit Squad worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
IceSpice's former friend Cleotrapa alleged that the Barbie World rapper was using Ozempic as the duo became embroiled in a heated feud online.
Because she has nothing else going on.
The real rapper name is Isis Naja Gaston has already denied using the weight loss drug after her slimmed down frame sparked Ozempic speculation. But Cleopatra referred the rumors as she was fired off against the star online after IceSpice 24 described her appetite as a vacuum. I'm unsure as to why I'm being paid to report this story. Back to you, Bootz. Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from the Spirit Squad worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
What the hell we gonna do now?
I don't give a fuck about this. I can say I don't care all I want to, but I sure enough went to that YouTube and watched Cleotrapa explain why she is feuding with IceSpice on the TikTok. They reposted it as a YouTube video, and I was installing my lock extensions back together, and I watched all 45 minutes of it. And I hated myself for it. Basically, I try to paraphrase, apparently from Cleotrapa's mouth, she was invited to go on tour with IceSpice. During that time period, she was treated very poorly on tour with IceSpice. By her own standards, by her own words, okay? She basically said that the incidents started happening when she was made to take her own luggage from the concert space to the tour bus, and IceSpice's security declined on grabbing her luggage. From that instance, other things started manifesting on the tour where she felt as if she was a Stepford child of the tour, such as everybody, including cast and crew, went out to eat at a Texas Roadhouse steakhouse when the baby girl was complaining that she was hungry and the McDonald's was up the street and everybody wasn't going up in arms to go get that baby girl nothing to eat. She said it started out real kind of close or whatever, and that she was trying to spend time with Ice because Ice was the one that invited her on the tour. And then IceSpice goes online saying that, damn bitch, can I play with my pussy sometime? That's what she said. It's giving the vibe of, like, I invited you. This is the vibe that Cleotrapa gave me. By the way, I don't know who Cleotrapa is, but she definitely reminds me of Azealia Banks. Okay, I don't know who it is. She reminds me of Azealia Banks. And somebody asked me, why don't you know who these people are? Because I know who you are. Do your celebrities know who you are? I know half of you by name. I'm too busy worrying about your business as the psychic, the best psychic in the land as of right now, that I don't worry about bullshit like this. I just don't. Okay? But it's entertaining to research the story and get an objective stance, an objective point of view by face value. I don't know the girl's music. I didn't even know that she was a rapper. I think I saw her one time and she was on TikTok talking about a boy. Like, she was explaining something about a nigga. Like, that's the only time. Okay. First of all, can we take no, this is the second day that we're talking about IceSpice. I remember earlier when IceSpice came out, when Glorilla came out, and I said I am not a fan of no female who has offbeat rap. She came out during an era where everybody was rapping like fucking Blueface. Okay, and I didn't like it. I still don't like her music. I'm not a fan of her aesthetic. IceSpice doesn't do it for me, and yet we're talking about her. Okay, so she's doing something right. Anywho, the context of everything was basically like from the incident that happened with the bags. Ever since then, she started to feel shunned on the tour. Let's talk about my opinion before I actually read it. I feel like when IceSpice invited you to go on tour, like you said, she had to do some damage control because her reputation was ruined from another girl whose drama I really don't know. Okay, but I do feel like she invited you on tour as a minion or a pawn, and it was understood that you play your position because I'm exposing you to all of this clout. You know what you was there for. What's understood don't need to be explained, okay? And then after that bag situation went down, you, Cleotrapa, should have known this is what it is, but you chose to stay. And you chose to stay because you felt like if you were to abandon the tour, you would be missing out on an opportunity. Baby, your intuition didn't lie to you when that security guard didn't get your bag. Okay, and at that point, I hold you accountable because after that, you have to get your own stuff in play. Now, I do understand that learning the entertainment industry is a beast, okay? And I do understand that the time that IceSpice invited you on tour with her to where she got after that tour was over, she's in a completely different tax bracket than when she started. I know firsthand how people can view you differently after you start to rise. I know firsthand. So I'm not saying that that was the case. The tarot is going to tell us if that's the case, okay? But I understand how the expectations of what you thought was your friend has shifted now that a lot of people are making money on her right now. They're protecting their investment, okay? Now, does that give anybody the right to make somebody feel as unwelcomed as you felt to not even get invited to go to a steakhouse? No. No. But you stayed. You stayed there. So what come with the clout that you getting? You were complaining that they didn't promote you. She invited you to do this for free. You weren't getting paid at all for this. This was a promo tour to share clout with you. You shut your mouth. You perform, you promote it yourself, and then in the context of this, you said that overnight you had to get ready to go on this tour. You made that choice, so you have to live with the choice that you made. I do hold IceSpice accountable, though, because, yeah, the fame probably got to you when you started treating that girl like shit. Okay? Yeah. No way in the world am I going to invite somebody to be with me, and I'm not going to be with you. When I invite people to my house and they're uncomfortable, I will come upstairs and spend time with them. That's just the kind of person that I am. Okay, but that deals with character, okay? Now, this Ozempic, yeah, the girl is on Ozempic, okay? I mean, have you guys seen Lizzo, though? Lizzo ain't big. She's not big. She's not big. She's not big. But if she lose any more weight, she's going to lose her fan base. Okay? Yeah, she's on Ozempic, but that's Cleotrapa was a reach because you feel like you were done wrong, which you probably were done wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you stayed. You weren't under contract from what I'm hearing. And from what I'm also hearing is that you had a manager and an assistant in place. Your manager would not have greenlit you going on tour overnight. A good one would not have greenlit you going on tour overnight, okay? A good one would make sure that their artist is taken care of, regardless of if you are with Erykah Badu or if you are with IceSpice. Now, the girl was probably, like you said, she was probably using you as a look because she just had some beef or whatever. But you said that in the first part of your video. So if you knew that, you can't play victim now. Okay, you can't. And what I also say is this too. There's a time and a place to air out your grievances. If I don't see a single or an album dropped in the next week, you missed a severe opportunity. You should have did. You should have dropped a slight diss in a record, got people talking, then dropped an album talking about what you went through on tour with her, okay, and still keep them guessing as to what the fuck is she talking about, okay, because now you just exposed your whole hand, and IceSpice is coming back at you saying something about it being a slave ship and she wants to play with her pussy. Your whole hand is exposed. This is a publicist's dream, okay? Like, if you would have had a publicist, they would have been like, hold this, bitch. Hold this. I got shit I'm holding. I got shit I'm holding. Squad, no. But I genuinely think that she led with the same energy that you guys are saying she's a Taurus, that most Tauruses lead with. Genuinity, and you expected that in return. And sometimes female Tauruses can trick themselves into believing that they're tripping, you know, whereas male Tauruses, we are steadfast on no, get away from me. You're the one who's tripping, X, Y, and Z. So I definitely, and y'all gonna say I worship the devil because I just threw this up. I was representing a bull. Shut the fuck up. Okay? And going back to that reading yesterday, they were saying this was 666. This is a finger clap. She was not throwing anything up on IceSpice. IceSpice is not my type of girl. I actually feel like if I had the opportunity to take a lunch, I would take a lunch with Cleotrapa, particularly because I think there's an undertone of colorism here. Because I think in context of what we're talking about here, IceSpice was upset with her at one point because she wasn't defending the fact that she was Nigerian. Well, when I look at you, IceSpice, you would be the slave in the house sucking the dick of Headmaster, and Cleotrapa would be outside picking cotton with sores on her hands. So I think that there was an essence of alluding to colorism that I don't feel like Cleotrapa was articulate enough to iterate outside of the emotion she felt of being wronged by IceSpice. But let's read it and see what went on.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Spirit, is it okay to read this? It will bring good fortune if I do. To who? Well, let's find out. Cleotrapa, your friend is gone. At the time frame in which you went on tour with her, she was being prepared. And I think that you got a behind the scenes look at what the industry does to people in IceSpice's position. You kept using the word weird. Yeah, it got weird and not understandable because she was literally getting acclimated to a handler while still trying to maintain a friendship with you. Your friend is gone. Tour started till now, IceSpice has done the Barbie movie. IceSpice has gotten to a feud with Nicki Minaj. IceSpice has blown up. IceSpice don't look the same. IceSpice ain't wearing that Cabbage Patch wigs no more. IceSpice is doing it. And I know that there's an air of slight jealousy is shown here on both parts. On both parts. I think IceSpice was envious of the fact that you were so authentic with who you were, and she had to compromise that for where she's at. And I feel like you envied the attention, the clout, and the behemoth of a force that was around her. But that force comes with a price. watching your friend pay the price. Be lucky that you didn't get swept up in it. Be lucky that you, that hairstylist, and that makeup artist were outside of going to the Texas Roadhouse. Be happy that you did not go. I definitely feel like it was calculated for her to incorporate herself with you in the public. But I definitely feel like she was scared to take this journey with someone that she didn't have a rapport with beforehand. Aww. I think that she hoped that you would be stronger than what you were, being faced with some of her actions. And I also see that they will make up. I also see that they will make up. This is not a forever thing. I would stay far away from her for now. Okay. This is saying that she's on the way to throwing her own mother under the bus. That's happening before Halloween. So I feel like we'll get an article or something about IceSpice and her mom feuding or something of this nature. I think that when you become what IceSpice has become, you are no longer a person. You are a prophet. You are a flesh acheron representing a lot of people pouring energy, investments, money into you. You have been programmed to transcend your physical existence and coerce with entities that can take the amount of pressure that you are under. You are not the same IceSpice that asked her to go on tour with her. So how much of that was IceSpice in terms of the maliciousness? She definitely felt some type of way about the luggage, being asked about the luggage. But after that, anything else that was weird was outside of her control. You were dancing in a realm of demons, honey. Okay, and you got out unscathed. You know why? Because God got his hand on you. This is literally, quite literally saying that like you said in the video, like, I am a firm believer that God don't put me through nothing I'm not supposed to go through. I'm a firm believer of that as well. And you were very, very protected. So don't be dismayed at how the disconnection happened. Be happy that the disconnection happened and that you are covered. Be happy. Be happy. And it's funny. Carisha had a very similar covering. It's like God is using the entertainment industry. I think he's going to use the entertainment industry to prove a point. And I think what we're seeing is certain entertainers are being positioned to experience disappointment, jealousy, and downfall because as they're being groomed by the devil, you are, in fact, being groomed by God for a higher purpose. I feel like that is part of the reason why I didn't hit it big with the company, and we hit it big on our own and built our own arc of community, you know? Best of luck to the both of you. IceSpice, again, you're not my type. You're not my kind of girl. I don't even like the way you talk, honey. Cleotrapa, I know nothing about you, and I have to be honest, this does not make me want to dig into your story. But hopefully I see you on the come up, and hopefully this situation is not the stitch of fabric that is the defining moment of your career. I think you have fans because they came out to see you on tour with IceSpice. Focus on them. And keep your head on a swivel, bitch. There are no friends in the industry. Huh. Unless you move like I do. And move like I hope that you will in the future. That is what I would say. Again, the tip jar is open. It is half off right now. I'm going to throw this bitch to break. Make sure my follower